How you guys doing? Good to be here.
Take us to the last, the last 24 hours. When did you start to hear that something might be imminent, and how did everything fall into place from your standpoint?
Yeah, so it's obviously been in the air for a little bit. Try not to pay attention to it. I was kind of head down, trying to focus on the task at hand. And started to get a little bit more serious, and then obviously I don't have a whole lot of control, so I let my agent and Scott Fitterer, who is one of the best that I've been around as far as handles everything so well. They were just very upfront with me and told me it's probably going to happen. I didn't know who to. Once again, I was just trusting God with the whole process, and I got to say couldn't be more fired up to be here though. So. Thank you, everyone, for welcoming me. I want to also just thank everybody in Carolina. I don't know if I'll get another chance to do that. So it's, the whole thing happens fast. But I just want to thank everybody there. I have a home there and a lot of respect for everybody there, and thank my teammates and coaches. I didn't get to say bye to them, so they know I love them. But proud and happy to be a 49er.
When those rumors start developing and you hear a little bit of that, how much in your head, even though you don't have control, are you thinking there's destinations I would really like to go to, and where did the Niners kind of sit in that?
Well, I've obviously watched them for a long time. In my opinion, the best run game and one of the most explosive offenses in the league. And I think you just go down the roster and you look at all the guys. I think that's the thing I'm most excited about, just getting in the locker room, getting to meet the guys. But how could you not want to play here, as an offensive weapon? I'm extremely fired up. Obviously, I have a little bit of a history with Coach Shanahan, and can't express how happy I am to be here.
A little bit more of a recent history with some of those defensive guys, and you went up and met them in the locker room. So what's that kind of like, just also within 2 weeks, you're giving them tips on how they actually can tackle you?
Yeah, well, it goes both ways. It's one of the best defenses I've ever faced, and I'm happy to be on the right side of things now.
Factors would be that would determine whether you're ready to play this Sunday?
That would have to be, coach's decision, preparing to be ready and ready to roll, but that's, not my decision.
A taste of how daunting that might be just by going out to the practice and, listening to the verbiage and how they call plays and whatnot.
Yeah, the good thing about the game being on Sunday is that you still have 2 days, so, you can process a lot in 2 days and figure out a lot in a short amount of time and hopefully be ready to go. But, once again, I'll leave that up to them. But just my job to learn as much as humanly possible in the next 2 days and get ready to play a football game.
How do you think Coach Shanahan can make you a better player?
Well, I think I don't know if there's anyone better at putting guys in positions to have success and tailor into what they're good at. For me, I've watched him do some unbelievable things with some great running backs, and even the running backs in the room right now. I'm just excited to learn from them and to hear how Coach Shanahan coaches not just the running back position, but every single position on the field. It's something that, you kind of hear legends about. I remember in Carolina, we had a tight ends coach, Brian Angelico, who was with him for a while, and you just hear legends about how good of an offensive mind he is. And so to be here is exciting.
Kyle compared you to Deebo Samuel in terms of your versatility. What are you most looking forward about when it comes to playing on the field with Deebo and both of you kind of giving teams fits?
Yeah, that's an honor to be compared to him, so I'm happy to share the locker room with him, and I think we can do some exciting things.
Let's talk about legends. Bobby Turner, how familiar are you with him?
Yeah, go way back. He coached my dad back in the day in Denver, and obviously he's coached a string of incredible running backs, and so even Coach Lynn, go back with him as well. So when they talk, I'm all ears. I'm just extremely blessed and excited to learn from them.
When you start hearing names of teams that could be interested, did you try to move it in a certain direction, or were you just a bystander?
Just a bystander. I you don't have a lot of control. So for me, I was just kind of, hey, wherever I go is what's meant to be. And but I found out probably 5 seconds before you guys found out, and I was ecstatic. Yeah, I was extremely excited and happy to be here.
What did you change, if anything, after you had 2 seasons with the injuries? Did you change anything with your training or routine, or was it just like, I'm an NFL running back and this comes with it too?
Yeah, I think you're always adapting. Every offseason, whether you have clean season or not, it's a constant change and figuring out what's the best thing to do. And so I made some tweaks here and there, talked with some different guys, and it'd be a long laundry list of things. But I think every year I've made certain changes, and at the end of the day, it's an ongoing process. Every day you wake up and kind of do a test to see how you feel, and whatever you need, you go get done. And that's how I approach it, taking it one day at a time.
All just happened, and you have 3 years of contract, whatever you have left. But in your mind, at the 49ers, have you had a discussion about whether this is definitely a long-term situation with you and the 49ers?
I got here, found out last night at like 11:30. Got on a plane at 8 and practiced today. So I'm trying to get the playbook down. That's the only thing I'm focused on. Going to help this team win a lot of football games, hopefully, and that's where my mind is.
Your dad played here and in Denver for Coach Shanahan. Now you play here for Coach Shanahan. And you're coming back to Stanford area. What's the emotional impact for you and your family for this trade?
Yeah, it's special. You try to stay, as business as you can and one step at a time. But it is special. Even just being back in the Bay Area where I've had so many great memories, going back to Stanford. Having friends who are still here and knowing a lot of the guys in the locker room already. It all comes full circle, and yeah, it's special, and I'm lucky and proud to be here.
Start that playbook crash course on the plane already today?
No, I think I had to pass the physical first, and then I get the playbook. So I passed.
You feel as good physically now as you did in 19 and 20?
Feel great. Feel great.
It was like to be on a team yesterday and then on a new team today with an entirely new outlook on the season.
It's a weird feeling. Yeah, it's a weird feeling. I don't know if you can prepare for it, but I'm here now, and once again, it'll all come. It's going to be some new things here and there, but like I said, I'm extremely blessed to be here, and I'll get more comfortable every day, and definitely a different thing. But that's this game. That's the NFL.
Small sample size, but a couple guys that have come in here mid-season have talked about how special the locker room is. What have you noticed so far?
Yeah, it's amazing already. You can get a feel of the guys already, and everyone's been so cool to me. Coming up, saying hi, introducing themselves. Like I said, I'm happy to be here. Happy to be in the room with the running backs, with some great players. Share the locker room with some guys that I've studied over the years and watched tape on, and it's a surreal moment for me. And like I said, I haven't done a whole lot of processing of it yet. Just being right off the plane and having everything thrown at me at once, but. I'm lucky. I'm proud to be here, and can't wait to get to work.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
We actually